Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a comedy film, like Dogs. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with two masked men abducting a female college student, Lisa. After loading her into a van, Lisa is sedated and driven to an unspecified place. Upon regaining consciousness, Lisa realizes she is strapped to the gurney and being carried somewhere. She also notices individuals in full-body hazmat suits, wheeling her along a pitch-black corridor. Lisa panics and asks about their identity, but when a man injects her with a tranquilizer, she blacks out. As Lisa awakens, she finds herself wearing a collar around her neck and chained inside a kennel stall. Lisa tries to look for the people who trapped her in a dark, dilapidated room, but the collar hinders her from moving freely. Lisa attempts to unchain herself, only to discover that it needs a key. Upon realizing she could not escape, Lisa observes the area, hoping to see other people. But it turns out she is the only person in the kennel stall, with only a filthy dog bed for comfort and a warm corner to urinate. Feeling hopeless, Lisa tries calming herself down when she suddenly hears muffled clunks near her. Lisa follows where the clunk sound is coming from, only to discover the kennel master standing outside the door. Lisa freaks out and begins panting. She has the urgent impulse to see the kennel master again, but she finds no sign of him on the door anymore. Meanwhile, an unknown woman wearing a laboratory coat enters the room, drops the plate of dog food in front of Lisa, and quickly gets out. However, Lisa suddenly takes notice of her, forcing her to get back. Lisa takes her opportunity to tell the woman to unchain her because she needs to pee, but the woman rejects her demand and points out the warm corner where she can urinate. Lisa checks it out, but by the time Lisa turns around, the woman has already left. Lisa then checks on the plate she received, sniffs it, and realizes it is dog food. Lisa refused to eat it and returned it to the floor. The following day, the man in a hazmat suit brings another plate of dog food to Lisa, but he notices that the last serving was not diminished. So the man takes the untouched plate and decides not to give Lisa another one. The woman offers to bring Lisa dog food. After hearing that Lisa refuses to eat it, she assumes that if she is the one to feed Lisa, Lisa will eat it. The woman, however, abruptly tosses the dish to the floor, out of Lisa's range. Lisa expresses her displeasure, but the woman pays her no mind. Since this is the case, Lisa needs to devise a plan to acquire the plate. Using her foot, Lisa successfully grabs the platter and immediately dives in, hungry for the meal. However, she suddenly hears a man's voice while eating. Lisa interrupts her dinner to check on him, but the voices stop. Again, the power goes out. As Lisa clangs her plate on the wall to make a noise, she suddenly becomes extremely disoriented and faints. Lisa appears to have been medicated with a combination of medicines in her meal, causing her to hallucinate. The next day, the man in a hazmat suit comes to the room to serve Lisa a dog food breakfast. Meanwhile, the monitor reveals that Lisa's captor has been putting a psychotropic drug in her food. It is also revealed that Lisa's next meal will have a higher dose of the sedative. The following day, the man in a hazmat suit takes Lisa outside the facility and lets her stroll. Lisa is now wearing a choke collar that can quickly strangle her and fight for her breath if she tries to break free. However, Lisa is too haughty to listen to the woman on the intercom when she tells her not to run, so the choke collar kicks in as a punishment, and Lisa is harshly strangled. Lisa returns to the kennel stall after passing out. As she awakens, she suddenly hears the man's voice again, but this time, she knows she is not hallucinating anymore. Lisa finally meets someone else named Adam, a captive and chained up like her in a few kennels down. Lisa learns that she is not the only one undergoing such harsh treatment. They talk, and he tells Lisa that there is another room just like theirs, but with more captives, and the dog food they have been eating contains a psychotropic drug, causing him to stop eating it. However, Lisa pays no attention to his explanations and insists on seeing proof of his presence. The appearance of Adam serves to reassure Lisa that she's no longer delusional. Because of that, Lisa feels happy to have found someone she can communicate with. Meanwhile, the man in a hazmat suit enters the room to serve their dog food meals. Lisa immediately reaches for the plate, worrying Adam to the extent that he pleads with her not to ingest even a crumb. But despite Adam's caution, Lisa decides to eat it nonetheless. On the other hand, the kennel master stands outside, silently observing Adam and Lisa as they converse and waiting for them to take their plate. But he notices Adam refusing to consume his meal. So the kennel master immediately enters the room to punish Adam by whipping him with a cattle prod like a dog. Lisa attempts to stop the captor from punishing Adam, but she gets electrified. The following day, Lisa wakes up and asks Adam how long she had been asleep. But Adam claims he is clueless and is just aware that they have been relocated. After what occurred earlier, Adam can't stop talking about it, and Lisa can tell that he's worried about her. So she shifts the conversation to a different subject. To get to know Adam better, Lisa asks personal questions about his life. Two men in hazmat suits suddenly walk in and serve more dog food. Lisa succeeds this time in convincing Adam to take a bite. But it appears that the psychotropic drugs in the food have an instantaneous effect, as Lisa and Adam start hallucinating almost soon after eating it. Sometime later, Lisa awakes from a sensual dream, but Adam remains deeply asleep from the sedative. So Lisa wakes him up and asks how it feels to consume the food laced with psychotropic drugs. Adam tells the good feeling about it and dares to eat more dog food. Eventually, Lisa and Adam form a strong bond and figure out how to escape. Meanwhile, the kennel master catches Lisa and Adam almost touching, so he activates Lisa's choke cellar as a punishment, causing her to pass out. The following day, Adam attacks the woman in a laboratory coat while she serves the dog food for their breakfast. Adam viciously strikes her and takes the key from around her neck. Afterward, he frees Lisa and himself from the kennel stall's chains. Adam convinces Lisa to escape with him, but Lisa does not appear to be willing to leave. So Adam extends a helping hand to help Lisa get up, but is knocked to the ground as Lisa unexpectedly hits him over the head with the dog bowl. Lisa frustratingly calls the men in hazmat suits to take care of Adam afterward. It turns out that Lisa is the mastermind of running the kennel for humans and experimenting with them by treating them like dogs. After the unexpected proceedings with Adam, Lisa meets her friends, George and Erica, in the monitoring room to talk. George scolds her for getting attached to Adam, despite being listed as an unknown variable, while Erica reminds her that what she did was not included in their developed experiment. Because of that, Lisa bursts out and tells her friends that giving them psychotropic drugs and electric shock are not counted in their behavioral experiment. Erica and George apologize to Lisa, saying that they are only giving them mild sedatives to be obedient, not psychotropic drugs. She also informs Lisa that they will deactivate electric fences because Lisa once gets hurt by its electric shock. On the other hand, George shows Lisa their two prisoners, locked up in a room, and Erica explains that they are the next ones in line. Lisa appears satisfied with their report, but Erica suddenly continues the discussion. Erica says it is the most practical method to get Adam and Lisa out of the experiment, as they already have a substitute ready. Apparently, Erica reveals that the volunteers are being compensated and only Adam is clueless about the experiment. However, Lisa seems to disagree with Erica's point, presumably because it will be problematic if Adam ever finds out the truth, and they have no idea if he will forgive or report it to the police. Their professor abruptly interrupts their conversation as she calls George. She wants George to have the electricity restored within 10 minutes, so Erica immediately accompanies Lisa to get back to the kennel stall. But before she returns to her cage, Lisa notices the kennel master's suit. So Erica reveals to her that George made it and dubs himself the kennel master. Once Lisa is placed back in her kennel, the men in hazmat suits return Adam to his cage. Then, George re-enables the live streaming so that Professor can keep an eye on their progress. Lisa patiently awaits Adam's awakening, but it appears Adam is still in a deep slumber, so Lisa uses their water bottle and spouts the water to awaken him. It works out. Adam awakens and looks for Lisa's presence. He then tells Lisa that they almost escaped when suddenly he passed out, but Lisa lies and makes Adam believe it was only his hallucination. The following day, the man in a hazmat suit takes Lisa and Adam outside to stroll. They are supposed to walk only while strolling, when suddenly Lisa challenges Adam to race with her to the tire. Adam does not agree yet when Lisa begins counting down for their race, so Adam joins her and they both get past the fence. This triggers the choke cellar to activate, knocking them unconscious. Meanwhile, George administers additional sedative injections to Lisa and Adam as punishment. He then returns to the monitoring room, where Erica confronts him regarding his travels, so George admits to Erica that he visited Adam and Lisa and explains his actions. Erica eventually starts getting worried after hearing George's confession. She calls their men to help her return Lisa and Adam to their kennel. But when she is about to take Lisa, Erica gets shocked by Lisa's screams. Erica assumes that George overdosed on Lisa and Adam with sedatives. Because of that, she immediately contacts Professor to report the incident. Professor arrives in the monitor room shortly. She reprimands George for doing things on his own without her permission. Unhappy with George's performance, Professor stops the project and orders Erica to pull out Lisa. After that, Professor leaves the room to check on Lisa, who is unconscious. From her medical bag, Professor extracts the adrenaline intended for Lisa's injection. Thankfully, Lisa finally opens her eyes. Professor then begins interrogating her regarding the sedatives and other medications they administer to the test subjects. She also asks about the man Adam, which did not appear on her list, but is seen in their experiment. However, Lisa does not answer, provoking Professor to report what she did to the authority. Lisa's true personality eventually shows off when she hears Professor that she will put her in jail. It is then revealed by Professor that Lisa is changing her persona to take hostages and murder them, presuming that her disorder causes it. Fuming mad, Lisa chokes Professor unconscious and then locks her in the cold room. Afterward, Lisa shows herself on the CCTV to make George and Erica notice her. Lisa tells them they will continue their project until she comes up with a better plan to reveal everything to Adam. On the other side, George starts doing his personal agenda. It appears that he has an obsession with Lisa, which triggers him to murder Professor in the cold room, inject the tranquilizer into Erica to halt her from calling the police, and lastly, take Professor's pad that controls Lisa and Adam's choke cellar. George's plans with Lisa and Adam are his final ones. When he catches them on the monitor as they try to escape, he uses the choke collar to knock them out. After that, he locks Adam and Erica in a room and ties a choke collar around their necks while strapped to a chair. George separates Lisa on purpose so he can expose Erica's betrayal to her via the monitor. That is why Lisa is so angry at Erica now that she has seen her spill the beans to Adam about Lisa being one of the masterminds of the experiment. Afterward, George reveals his grandiose schemes to impress Lisa and win her heart and her hormones. First, eliminate Professor. Second, round up all of her ex-boyfriends and turn them into subjects to be punished. But unfortunately, Lisa is still unconvinced about George's efforts. Due to that, George takes her to the room where Erica and Adam are located. Once they reach the room, the real game begins. George takes out the pad and plays a game with Lisa. He shows Lisa the red buttons that control Erica and Adam's choke cellars. Then he tells Lisa that she can kill one of them by pressing a button while sparing the other. Lisa is duped by George as she learns that Erica is saved after pressing her button, while Adam strangles for not clicking his button. Lisa pleads to George to stop it and take her instead. But George knows Lisa is only bluffing, so he kills Adam himself out of hormone jealousy. Afterward, George reprograms the pad's button and informs Lisa that pressing it will free everyone from their choke cellars. But George lies once more when Lisa taps it, which shows Lisa's ex-boyfriends being strangled to death. Exhausted by George's antics, Lisa presses another button on the pad, activating the choke from her cellar. George panics and lunges for his key to unlock Lisa's chains, not wanting her to die. But Lisa fakes her fainting, and George feels guilty and gives her a goodbye kiss. Due to that, Lisa bites George's lip and punches him in the face, giving him a bloody gash and a black eye. She uses this as a chance to unchain herself and Erica and flee the prison. However, George moves fast and captures them in a flash. The movie ends with Lisa almost getting killed by George when Erica bursts in and clobbers him over the head. Then the two bind George's hands to the gurney and eliminate him. In the aftermath, they plan to leave the facility until something goes wrong. In an attempt to help Lisa, Erica suggests therapy. This suggestion offends Lisa, and she ends up killing Erica. Because of that, the only one of the test subjects to make it through alive is Lisa. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.